Hi guys, my name is Mikhail Arsentiv. I'm an immigration lawyer with Skylex, and Skylex is a new mobile app to get legal services. On this channel, we discuss really fun and important topics on US immigration, how to get to the US, how to get different visas, how to get green cards. And in this particular episode, we're going to talk about the artist visas, and we have a special guest. We came to his movie studio, Anil Pandey, who is very, very cool and a great artist, producer, movie director, and a businessman. Welcome, Anil.
Yeah, thank you once again. Thank you very much. Namaste. And Mikhail, thank you. Thank you for coming to here, and happy to see you.
Yeah.
So, as you said a little bit about me, I am Anil Pandey, born in Nepal, 1964, and originally from Nepal. American Nepalese, I guess, right?
Yeah.
When you come to America, you become automatically American, but you never forget and lose your identity, what you are, where you come from. That is the most important part. So I started my acting career when I was small kids, like a 14, 15, from stage drama. And we used to, I'm originally from Kathmandu. Kathmandu is the capital, Nepal. Those people who doesn't know where is Nepal, it's a big, huge country between India and Tibet, in between two country. I started with acting class, then later on I move on with the radio. There was only one radio station in Nepal, so we used to do the radio drama every Saturday. Then after we moved to the television, and I acted in the movie, tele-serial, and I directed, I produced it, and everything I did. Then moved back to US, so I am here in Silicon Valley doing business plus little film, what they call short film, and jokes producing.
Got it, yeah. And what visas are you using when you bring people over?
Good question, because everyone knows very common, B-1, B-2. B-1, B-2, that is, I guess, called tourist visa.
Oh, yeah.
So B-1, B-2, that is a very easy, so and they call it tourist. So tell me a little bit more about, because I know the law change every day or every week, every month. They have something new coming, right? If there's anything, what is the status, what is the update for B1, B2?
Yeah. So as you just told me that you can get a crew here to shoot a film, or an actor to perform, or an artist, right? That is a B1 tourist.
B2 tourist.
Yeah. Then the issue is about payment. If this actor can get paid from a U.S. source. So technically, like if you bring a crew, like let's say a cameraman or like a director or someone or an actor, and then you are paying him in the US from a US source, from a US company, then it's not like a legal activity for a tourist. Because any tourist cannot get paid in the US. If you have a production company in Nepal, and they're coming here to shoot a segment, like a part of their movie, they're all getting paid from a producer in Nepal, right? So then there is no issue. But then if you are here and then employing Nepalese talent, then it's technically not allowed.
So B1, B2 visa is only just like a transit visa, just to come here and see, visit, not to work,
shoot something
right?
short.
They can do the short shoot, but they cannot get the payment here.
Exactly,
okay.
Right. Yeah.
Just let you know, for all the Nepalese, all the people from all over the world, they think when they have a B1, B2, they think they have a green card now. They can do anything in America.
Exactly.
So that's not true, right?
Right. Although, and everyone does it. Like every movie, whatever, they just bring people come.
Sometimes the law is an own place, but the real practical life is different, right? So because we follow the rule, but we shadow the practice.
Yeah. So on practice, you can get it once, you can get it twice, maybe you can bring a crew three times or four times, but at one point, you'll get caught, and then the artist is gonna have troubles, because when they come in, they bring cameras, the equipment, and then like you can do it once, twice, and get away with it. But every time when they come in, and the Customs and Border Patrol officer at the airport, they make notes on like, okay, they brought this, and then so they can let them in, and then but then they just as a long-term solution, it will not work because the team will
So
get
what we
caught
will
once
do
more.
for the long term and the safe side, what is the visa or what is the option to bring the, this is kind of risky then, B1, B2, right?
Right, yeah. So we have like more long-term solutions because let's say a tourist visa is for 6 months, right?
Yeah.
So once you get in, you can, even though you get it for 3 or 10 years, but you can stay only 6 months at one time, means you can exit. So if there is a longer performance or some kind of a longer movie shoot, or you have
sometimes people have an extension for until the year. What happens? So if they get a 1 year, if they want to come down the future, they cannot come, or how that works?
It's up in the air, they can come, but there's always risk. And that's why we need to discuss it and have a strategy, you know, with the immigration lawyer, you know, like me, and then you can download Skylex always and ask any question.
Okay.
And then, but let's say once, at first time you came for 6 months and you get a stamp for 6 months, but then the second time or the third time when the officer may get suspicious, think that the actor is making money in the US, they can shorten the visa duration and only give a month or two, and in the I-94 and then this in that stamp, in the passport stamp, they can like give less time. So that's
that is the short-term visa. But one thing I had a try long time ago, P visa, because I want to bring the crew and do the performance here, and I had applied to the U.S. Embassy in Nepal, and they says no, you need to get the P visa. Then I told the lawyer and expedite, and we did the P visa. After that, documents, P visa was approved here, and they took it to the U.S. Embassy in Nepal, but they still deny.
Right.
What do you think is the reason?
Yeah, so any P visa, there are 2 steps. First, you get it with the Department of Homeland Security.
Okay.
In other words, you file it in the country, in the US, and then for that you need to have an artist management company, right? Of some like an LLC or a US entity. Then you file the visa and it's pending, and then you get it approved, and this is where like the large package is being submitted with all kinds of documents about the artists, about the company, about the remuneration, you know, how much they're gonna get paid, and about the venue, what he's gonna be doing or she, you know, the performance and all that, the crew. And after that, there is a second step, as you just mentioned. We have to have the actual visa, because when we get the approval from USCIS, it doesn't mean that the person can come in right away with this document. He then first needs to go to the US Embassy and get the actual visa. So there is a danger on the first step, and then there is maybe problems on the second step. Yeah, that's why it's really important to be prepared for everything and have a very nice strategy in place, because any little mistake can cause a major delay, and the performance would have to be canceled. That will.
So there's any secret for the P visa? I know easy to get approval from here, but the problem I see is the back home.
Exactly, yeah, for sure. So there are 3 types of P visas.
Okay.
P1, P2, and P3. And P3, yeah. So P1 visa is really for like internationally recognized people, as they call it. So even if one actor or a director or a producer is famous in Nepal, he wouldn't be able to qualify for P visa, for P1 visa, because then it's an international recognized visa. So you have to be internationally recognized.
So P1 is for the only international people?
Yes, for international people. So like for people, for like top 10 or 20 folks who are really famous. However, as you said, that Nepal is between Tibet and India. If an actor is famous in Nepal, in India, and in Bangladesh and Sri Lanka,
then they can apply?
Because it's already international fame and recognition. So it doesn't have to be Europe or Brazil or you know or China. It's just if you have a couple of companies.
So the P1 is extraordinary, VIP, right? So what is the P2 then?
P2 is only for certain countries like Canada, and this is not used widely.
Okay, because I remember that visa form there says P1.
Yes, oh yeah. So for P1 we use it for internationally recognized people, and then P3 is for culturally unique artists.
Right now, I know I have lots of questions, but there is a lot of things I need to ask. So there's a lot of people, a lot of artists, they are doing as what they call special, applying for a special green card from back home.
Yeah.
What is the latest on that one?
So yeah, then once you,
extraordinary categories.
yes,
right?
extraordinary category, yeah, for sure. So when I would say overall, generally in immigration, there are several steps, and the fastest way to get a tourist visa, then figure out a longer-term solution such as P-1 visa or P-2 or P-3, and there is also O-1 visa for extraordinary ability. But then if this crew, that artist wants to stay in the U.S., or from your perspective, if you want to keep them longer here or permanently, then we apply for a green card.
Okay, so that's a O. You say O visa, right?
O visa.
What is the O visa?
O visa is for outstanding ability, and then this crew, this actor can stay here longer, and then he doesn't have to leave. We can get it up for 3 years and then extend it.
The problem is, Mikhail, the problem here is a very tough, very hard back home, because P visa here, O visa from here, I think easy to get it, but the back home, the embassy people, what they look into, because sometimes no matter what is their background, how good they are, they still don't give the visa.
That's for sure.
They don't issue the visa. There is the problem. So.
And then agree that it's most of the denial rate for the tourist visas is super high.
Of course, yeah.
Well, they turn almost everyone down.
Yeah.
When you have a P visa, there are more chances of getting it. And then when you have O visa, this is even more chances, because when a U.S. officer, like a Department of
Homeland Security, right? Okay.
Yeah, Department of Homeland Security officer approved the visa, the package that we sent them from our law office
to the embassy, right?
And then and the Department of Homeland Security then sends it to the Department of State, to the embassy, the entire package. So one thing would be to talk to us to prepare a very nice package, because a consulate officer, before your artist shows up for the interview, they have
already checked the background and already had made a mind. This is I'm gonna give the visa or not in the mood of the officer based on the document stock, right?
Right. Okay. So we need to prepare a very nice package.
So most important thing is for all our viewer, listener, whoever watching this, prepare and write documents and do the good paperwork. That's the key point, right?
Just download Skylex and ask and support how to do it, and then we will do everything.
Okay.
We just need to get a little bit of information on the artist, and we make the artist look so good that the embassy officer is gonna look at it as like, wow, I love this guy. I want people in the US enjoy this guy's performance.
Okay. Law, rule, and regulation when it comes to applying, going, coming outside aboard the country, contact Mikhail, I guess. Immigration law.
All right, and download Skylex and just do it through the app. It's so much easier, especially from Nepal, because you can get an answer right away.
Let's say one of my film crew, one of my friend who wants to bring here his entire team and shoot for a small unit, not big one. What is the time frame? How long it will take the process?
It takes about a week or two to get all the documents ready, but we need to get, if the actor is very famous or an artist is a P-1, we can get most of the information on the internet.
Not all the time necessary, because you know how movie, because they have a 1 or 2 or 3 famous actor, and they have to have a supporting assistant actor, because they cannot afford to pay them also the movie, or so many reasons. They have to have a mixed balance.
Yes.
And if they want to come to the shoot and do, what are the chances? Is it easy to get for everybody, or they only give for the famous one and the rest they don't do?
This is an excellent question. There is a special category for the crew members.
Okay.
So if one person, an actor, is very famous, we can get a makeup artist with him, we can get a hairdresser, we can get the people who do the dresses and all the clothes.
Okay, so that's a makeup and the grooming, so all that can come. Okay.
Yeah. So then they don't have to be famous. Just number one person has to be really famous, and then we can get that done. So the time frame, going back to that, is just we can get everything ready really in like 2 weeks. And then we file the
time
paperwork.
frame is, I know the preparation. What is the time frame for US?
Oh, that's
that is the one.
Normally it's like 9 months, so it takes forever. 6 to 9 months, but then we have this extra premium processing option, expedited fee.
But
We
in
pay
Nepal, they have to finish shooting entire film in 6 months. They can't be waiting for one film to be like that long. They want to do chop.
Yeah.
They do every 3 months one film.
Yeah. Then we pay extra fee. And
Oh, there is expedite. There's
expedited option. We get a
okay.
decision in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I heard there's another visa kind of lottery, EB1.
If we got someone on a tourist visa for a couple of times, then we got them a P-1 or P-3 visa, they can be here for a year. Then we can apply for O-1 visa. And then the crew member, the actor that comes up to you and just say, hey, or you actually come up to him and just say, I want you to stay longer because we're making money, you're paying taxes, you got your social security number, and then I want you to stay here longer and then stay here permanently, work for me. Then we talk about EB1 or EB2 or EB3 options. These are all for green cards. And green cards is for to stay in the US permanently. So EB1 is the toughest category to get. It's so difficult, but for EB1 is really, really hard to get. It's even harder than O1. Yeah, it is even harder than O1 because it's like, if you ask a girl to date her for a short term, it's one thing she may say, but then if you ask her to marry you permanently, then she will think about it more. Same thing with USCIS. You ask them, okay, give me the visa, and then it's like, okay, we'll give it to you for 3 years, even if it's O1. But then when you ask, okay, give me a green card now, and this is my EB1 category, then the requirement is higher. You want to get your crew members to stay here longer, and then EB1 is a very difficult green card to get because it has to be super famous and then a very large salary. If you pay your guys really a lot, it's famous actors, they keep doing the videos or shooting or whatever. EB1 is like for super famous people. Like you can get Justin Bieber, he's an O1 visa, and then you can get him as an EB1, and then everybody knows him, and then it's like this type of level. That's what EB1 is for famous artists, singers, performers, movie stars, and sport, like athletes and businessmen too.
Even from journalism, right? Anybody in the top, they can apply. Okay.
Yeah, there has to be some. It's not an Oscar thing, but like if you have like 1 million views on or like whatever, it just wouldn't work. It has to be more, it has to be a lot of money. A lot of money, a lot of the very high salary is always really good. If you have a contract of for a couple $1 million, you bring an artist on a P1 visa or P3 or O1, and then the artist stays here, and then it's like, okay, I want to stay here longer now with my family. I like it. I already bought a house and then you apply for EB1 visa.
Give us some clue what they need to prepare mostly.
Yeah.
All the time when they go for US embassy to apply for visa.
Yeah. For every single case, we prepare an individual strategy. So we ask, okay, what are you good at? Do you have a bachelor's degree? Are you famous? Do you do like culturally unique performances? What type of band is that? What do you need the artist here for, and all that stuff? So preparation is number one. So you need to really know the strengths and weaknesses of different petitions. But yeah, anyone can get a tourist visa and get denied. You don't even want to do that before talking to us, because if there is a one denial, it stays forever in the system. And then there will be a bias against that person for the future interviews. Because then, let's say, okay, I want to just save money and I will get this tourist visa. I don't care, I will get it. And then there is denial, and then the people call us. There's like, okay, we got it denied on the P1 on the tourist visa. So okay, we started preparing the P1 visa, and then let's say we get it in 1 month later. So the guy shows up, and then the consular officer looks at, oh, hey, you were here a month ago with a tourist visa, we turned you away. Now you're showing up with an artist visa all of a sudden. You see?
So it's conflict, right?
You are up to something. So that means you wanted to trick us with this tourist visa. So now we're gonna punish you and turn down the second visa as well, the P visa or O1 visa. So it's not good. That's why, to tell the truth, it's always the best.
The big question, and very important, because what is the big mistake the people can do when they go in the interview?
Yeah, very good question. A lot of people get confused on that. Is the number one mistake is not to hire a lawyer and not to download our app and try to save money. So definitely download the app, subscribe to our channel, and then you will get the latest news, and your case will be really well taken care of. And then the second one is really to prepare everything, and then to stick to that strategy, to the initial one, and to tell the truth. We discussed it briefly, but tell the truth in accordance with the initial strategy and the initial plan.
So when people go to the embassy apply, if they have rejected in the previously, do they story or the application has to match, or that could be a mismatch? So how, what is the? A lot of people were saying that, hey, what should we do?
So on the tourist visas, they can get rejected for anything, and then they just say 221G is the category. They just say, go away. That's it. You are rejected. They don't make no explanation. On a P visa or O1 visa or any other visa, they would have to have a reason to reject. That's why it's good to apply for the visa. They would say, okay, you are rejected because of A, B, or C, and then it can be something wrong with the company. Can be with the company in the U.S. So that can be a basis for rejection. So we need to fix that. There can be something wrong with the performance. So we need to fix the performance part. Maybe the dates don't match, or they already passed, or something. Or there's something wrong with the talent. So then we need to fix that part. Maybe we need to apply for
besides B1, B2, all they have to give some reason, and it can be corrected.
It can be fixed. Yes. Exactly. For every visa and for green cards, you can bring your family with you. That is something that, so we would talk that the actor himself, he needs to be super famous, right, and qualified for the category, and then the dependents, it's called the dependents categories. When
the actor comes, can they bring a whole family? Or
yes, just the immediate family, so it's spouse and kids. And when they get the citizenship, or then they can sponsor.
Now, when they come to perform here, they can bring it or no?
Yeah, they can bring a spouse to perform as well.
That's a different visa or the same visa?
It's the same visa for the Department of Homeland Security, but then the family needs to go to the embassy to apply for that visa.
So that's after the approval or before?
After the approval.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. That's what I'm here for. So for this or any other questions, please download Skylex. Skylex is on the App Store and Play Store, so it's SKYLEX. The link is in the description. And my name is Mikhail. Again, I'm an immigration lawyer with Skylex. Download the app to talk with me or to my colleagues, and we will help you with any immigration questions, where you're famous or not famous, with a bachelor's degree or without a bachelor's degree. Very much for this. This was fantastic, phenomenal.
All right. Thank you very much.
And good luck with all the endeavors.
Here we go.
All right.